Morning. I'd like to call to order the meeting of the Hawaii State Ethics Commission. Today is Wednesday, June 17th, 2026, and the time is 9 o'clock a.m. I'm Commissioner Chair Robert Hong. Commissioners, please indicate your presence when your name is called. Commissioner Thielen?
Here.
Okay. Commissioner Becker? Here. Commissioner Gray?
Present.
Thank you.
Aloha, my name is Executive Director Harris, and I'm present in the conference room, as well as Administrative Assistant Melissa Bumboros. Joining remotely are Enforcement Director Campbell, Staff Attorneys Noifer, Yamanuha, and Yi, investigators Elster and Gash, and Computer Specialist Ludi. Even though this is an in-person meeting, please be aware that all meeting participants are being recorded in the digital record of this Zoom meeting, which will be posted to our website and used to create official minutes. Your continued participation is your implied consent to be part of the public record of this event. If you do not wish to be part of the public record, you should exit this meeting now. For any members of the public who may be joining us remotely, if the Commission's video conference connection is lost during the meeting, we will recess the meeting and reconvene after our connection is restored. Please check the Commission's website, ethics.hawaii.gov, for information about reconnecting to the meeting. The meetings continue to a later date or terminated. Information about this will be posted on our website. Are there any members of the public joining us who would like to identify themselves at this time? Chair?
No. The next item for the agenda is approval of the minutes of the May 2026 meeting. Do any of the commissioners have any comments or corrections to the minutes? No. Great.
Mine's on the other side.
Okay. May I have a motion to approve the minutes of May 2026? Oh, excuse me, I missed. Does any member of the public wish to testify on this item? Okay, so it's been moved to approve the minutes by Commissioner Thielen. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, roll call for Commissioner Thielen.
Aye.
Commissioner Becker.
Aye.
Commissioner Gray.
Aye.
And Chair votes aye. The next section is the director's reports.
Thank you. I will be giving the report for Benita, who is currently out of the office. Staff has been extremely busy assisting filers for both the May filing group, who are continuing board and employee filers, as well as candidates running for state elective office. Administrative staff have been excellent in responding to emails and calls on filers needing assistance. The candidate disclosures deadline was June 12th. We are currently reviewing the list of the folks who have not filed, and we have been in the process of assessing fines, and we'll publish that list imminently. Annual financial disclosures, board updates are still coming in, and staff has been updating our records regarding current and new board filers. We also, with regards to training, anticipate new board members will be signing up for the live ethics training in July and after their term starts. Lobbying disclosures, June 1st was the filing deadline for the March-April lobbying reports. I'm looking specifically at disclosures. Again, we have the statistics that are available in the board packet, public packet that was available in attachment 2, starting on page 15. With that, I turn it over to Key, unless there's any questions for the enforcement update.
Good morning. So basically, we got 23 new complaints for the last month, and we closed 28. So again, pretty much productive month, closing what comes in. In terms of trends, I would note that we are getting less complaints since we revised the system. So you can see 41 and 34, and then that's dipped down to 26 and 23. So I do think there's a reduced number of complaints as a result of the revisions to the system. And then next month, we will be doing the enhanced statistical reporting. So we'll give you a report about the AOD topics, complaint topics, etc. So that's on deck.
Do commissioners have any questions or comments? Does any member of the public wish to testify on this item? Okay.
Chair, if you don't mind, for the miscellaneous office projects updates, I'd like to show two of the new ethics training videos that we've helped develop, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sorry.
No, of course. You're the boss.
I do want to see those.
I would like to especially thank Jennifer Yamanuha for helping spearhead and orchestrate these videos. I think they've come out really great. As a bit of an explanation, there are two different videos that kind of address two different things. And maybe we'll watch a video and just sort of say what the intent is to raise in the video. So Patrick, when you're ready.
Can arise in many forms and can challenge even the most dedicated public employees. Let's take a look at how quickly a problem can present itself. Imagine you're a state employee working on a contract. A vendor you're evaluating offers you free concert tickets as a thank you for your time. Uh-oh. Accepting gifts, no matter how small, from those who do business with your agency can compromise objectivity and undermine the public's trust in your agency's decision-making. Let's watch that again. That's it. Can you tell us what happened there?
Just in time, I remember my law ethics training. Accepting gifts from contractors, lobbyists, and vendors is just about always prohibited. I politely declined and explained it's against policy.
Wow, I wonder how that went over.
I can tell you, I was honestly impressed that she acted with such integrity. It tells me that she can't be buttered up or bought by me or any other vendor. I can trust her.
I see what you mean. Sounds like it's a win-win. And all's well that ends well.
Couple more things. After declining a gift, it's a good idea to disclose what happened. Even if you don't accept the gift, it's important to inform your supervisor right away. Transparency is key.
Good idea. Anything else?
Yes, dial. Ethics rules can be complex, and our folks at the Ethics Commission can help. They provide information and guidance in case you're unsure of what to do. Asking questions is the right approach.
And there you have it. Decline, disclose, dial. By following these steps, you can not only protect your own reputation, but the integrity of your entire agency. Let's keep our state workplaces ethical and fair for everyone. If you ever have doubts, remember, ask first and act wisely.
I apologize, there was some stuttering in that video. The video itself was very clean. I think trying to stream it at the same time while running the conference probably is straining our internet connection. As you can tell, that was filmed in our conference room. You may have seen the artwork in the background. The intent is to be able to try to use this and email outreach to state employees, particularly as we come up into the fall season where Christmas and other occasions happen and gift baskets and other things may start to appear. The idea is to try to educate before that happens. Are there any questions or comments about that video before we watch the second one? Second video is kind of interesting. It's tempting, and I really want to underscore this, and something we have to set up, I think, before showing people. It's showing 3 different views on ethics laws. And the attempt here is to acknowledge that the different views are reasonable, but ultimately we're going to look at it from the point of what the public sees. So, Patrick, if you're ready, if you can show that one. want to admit Peter in?
Aloha. Let's talk story about Hawaii's gift law and try to understand different points of view.
Ooh. How thoughtful. A gift basket from one of our vendors. It's just something small, cookies. Costs a few dollars. Something like this won't influence the way I do my job. Plus, I appreciate the token of our relationship. This is part of our local culture.
These small gift baskets, they're part of how we build relationships. We want our name to stand out. It's marketing. We're hoping that state employees remember us when new contracts come around. It's about getting noticed. Hey, what's your take? I see millions of my taxpayer dollars go to these contractors. It's frustrating to see them collectively spend thousands on gifts to curry favor with state employees. How do we have faith that our public money is being spent fairly? It feels like the government is broken. No wonder they don't vote anymore. They don't have faith in the system.
In Hawaii, the law says that state employees shouldn't accept gifts that might influence their official duties, or even gifts that create that impression. It's about trust. Even small gifts can give the appearance of favoritism, and that's a problem. Remember, if someone offers you a gift because of your government job, think carefully. Saying no can build trust with the public you serve. Questions? Contact the Hawaii State Ethics Commission. They're there to help. Let's keep our government pono, fair, transparent, and accountable.
Thank you, Patrick, for showing that. Before I open up for questions, again, the attempt is to try to incorporate this into our training modules and use it as updates to state employees. One of the benefits that Key is helping provide is we're able to identify where we're getting the most questions. And with regards to the attorney of the day phone calls, we're also able to track where we're getting the most complaints and try to target more of the training and use different formats, including videos, as a way to try to identify or address those problems. So, our attempt or our hope is to keep doing these kind of short videos and complement it with sort of updating our guides to be not only ADA compliant, but also a chance to update them to try to make sure they're as responsive and helpful as possible. So I hope you'll be seeing more of these kinds of efforts. They do take a lot of time and energy and effort, but I think they are ultimately, really worth it and worth it too. Let me open up any comments or questions.
Yeah, Robert, how are these videos going to be disseminated, or what is the going to be the mechanism for accounting?
Yeah, so primarily two different ways. So we're going to be looking to update our online video training to actually or online training that all state employees are required to take to incorporate some of these videos in all. But the idea being is people's attention span can be kind of short. And so, most studies show after 10 minutes of listening to one person talk, people will phase out. The idea is if you can add different features, different, people speaking, different interactivity, it helps keep people focused. So it's a part of trying to update the current online training modules and incorporate some of these videos that, again, all state employees have to go through. So once every 4 years. So the idea is the next time they go around, they're seeing something different, something new, and it's hopefully more engaging. In addition, our focus has been to try to develop an email system where we're able to kind of disseminate the stuff on a probably monthly basis and be able to target some of these things. For example, the gifts is really appropriate sort of in the October, November time period, particularly when they may be seeing a contractor who, and again, I'm not subscribing any malicious attempt, but they may just be giving gift cards to all of their clients, for example. It's a good opportunity to remind state employees, hey, we shouldn't be taking those.
Has there been any thought of doing that second one on Instagram or beyond training, just to the general public?
Absolutely. I mean, I think we just wrapped it up. So, this is sort of the first exposure of it. We'll be trying to figure out ways to try to get it out as much as possible. I've observed other ethics commissions and they have a pretty active social media presence. Not necessarily the highest number of followers. This isn't exactly the type of material that turns viral, although they've done some amazing, again, I don't want to throw anyone on the bus. They've done some amazing, funny, really dynamic videos. That being said, I think our audience for this is largely our state employees and board and commission members, because they're the ones who have to follow it. I think having it available to the public and trying to get out of the public's eminently worthwhile. But I think probably the primary focus would be trying to make sure the state employees see it.
I was just thinking that the state employees may see it and just like go in and out. But if public knows, it's a sort of pressure on an employee to pay attention to.
I think that's kind of beneficial as the state law is about to change to indicate that certain types of contractors who do a lot of engagement with the state are now the potential being classified as lobbyists. And as a result of that, we also now have an ability to use these types of videos to integrate with them as well. So trying to contact the contractors and the vendors and others that, you know, make sure they know they can't be offering them as well, I think will help close the loop. But good suggestions.
Was a great video. It got my attention.
Thank you. And again, thank you to Jennifer for helping spearhead it. It was you know, a team effort. A lot of people worked on it, but she was really the lead. So thank you.
Robert,
Do any other commissioners? Were you part of?
Peter Fritz has his hands up.
Yes, I'm an individual with a disability. I am hearing disabled. I've had a long knowledge and appeared before the representative a number of times on those issues. And under the Americans with Disabilities Act, when you post a video on your website, it's supposed to be accessible. I looked at those videos before the meeting and they're not captioned. In other words, you're excluding a whole group of people that are hearing disabled, that need captions, and that is not captions, and it doesn't meet the requirements of the Americans with Disabilities Act. It doesn't comply with Governor's Memorandum Administrative Directive 25-3, or the standards for accessibility that were adopted in 1922 and appear, I'm sorry, 1922, my apologies, 2022, by the Enterprise Technology Systems in response to and what is known as Act 172. It's just disturbing to me that a large portion of the population would not be included, and this wasn't a forethought, and it makes me wonder if this is a systemic problem with all of the videos on the ethics website. So I wanted to call it to the attention of the commission. Thank you.
Thank you for your comments.
May I respond, Chair?
Sure.
Those are great comments, and thank you, Peter. It is certainly something we can include before the videos are disseminated, particularly to state employees or to the public more largely. And again, appreciate the input.
All right. Do any other commissioners have questions or comments? Does any member of the public wish to speak or testify on this item? Right. Well, thank you, Mr. Fritz. The next business is discussion of the status of the Hawaii State Ethics Commissioner vacancies, and I'll defer to Robert.
Thank you, Chair. As we know, former Commissioner Wes Fong has stepped down. His position would have terminated at the end of this month, and then Commissioner Hong's position is set to expire at the end of the month. I did contact the Office of Information Practice subsequent to this agenda being distributed. We did get some new information. They said I can share it. Specifically, so the public knows, and to remind the commissioners, the way commissioners are appointed to our commission is that the Judicial Council hosts and request people to apply. They go through an interview process, and then the Judicial Council will pick 2 nominees for each position. And then those nominees go to the governor, and the governor has 60 days to pick from those 2 nominees for each position. The Judicial Council, subsequent to the posting of the agenda, gave us the list of nominees, which are, one second, and I'll provide that to you. So they, on June 9th, sent a letter to Governor Green, which we did not get until June 12th. That they appointed for the term of Robert Hong, which expires on June 30th, 2026. They nominated both Robert Hong and Beverly Tobias. And for the term of Wesley Fong, which expires on June 30th, Wesley Bogdan and Laura Venezuela. So these names are now before the governor, and the governor, again, has 60 days to pick. If the governor does not pick, the Judicial Council will then get the opportunity to pick the nominee for a commission. If someone is not nominated before June 30th, or selected by the governor before June 30th, at least in Robert Hong's position, he will continue as a holdover member until such time as somebody is picked. Any questions?
Does any member of the public wish to testify on this item? All right, thank you. The next section is 2026 legislative matters, and Mr. Harris will present.
So this is our standing agenda item that we've done for legislative matters. I've taken off the bills that did not move before the legislature. The bill that is left remaining for discussion is SB 2247, which is currently before the governor still. The governor reasonably soon, I believe, has to post a list of bills that he intends on vetoing. The governor's office has reached out for input. We have provided input supporting it. I understand the Campaign Spending Commission has also provided input supporting it. So, at this stage, it's just one of many bills before the governor, and wait to see what he's going to do with it.
Are there any questions or comments from the commission?
Yes. Can you tell me what the governor's office requested? What was the input?
The governor's office has a standard form that they send out to agencies on bills that may impact their jurisdiction. And so the questions tend to be along the lines of, would this require a new administrative rule? Would this require additional funding? What are the reasons to support it? What would be the concerns? Those types of questions. The answers in this case were no, we did not believe it would require a new administrative rule. However, we're also already underway with revising our admin rules. So it wouldn't be that problematic to add any concerns into that. We didn't believe it would require any additional cost. And then we did sort of our standard testimony of why we believe it was a good bill.
Thank you. Thank you, Chair.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Any other? Okay, does any member of the public wish to testify on this item? Okay, I'll take that as a no.
And may I just go back one more time? How many government employees would this impact in total? Was it under 10?
No, it's a larger number, but not that large. It would include anyone who is employed, so full pay, that goes before the Senate for confirmation. So it would include all directors, deputy directors that go again through for the Senate for confirmation. So again, I would estimate it would be in the 100 range.
Oh, okay.
It's not an insignificant number, but it's also a relatively discrete number of people.
Oh. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, are there any other issues that people would like to discuss? Okay, so we have Is there a move for adjournment of our sunshine meeting?
I don't know. When would that be again?
Second,
Second,
okay. Roll call vote. Commissioner Thielen,
aye.
Commissioner Becker,
Aye.
Commissioner Gray,
Aye.
and the chair votes aye. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you for participating, everyone.